Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Melinda with Tailored and Teal. Today's video is a what sold video. These are sales from August 15th through August 31st of 2020. And as a reminder, I do put out these videos twice a month, so every 2 weeks, so that you get to see what's selling for me on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. So as always, we start on Mercari. I had two little sales. I shouldn't say little because they were actually kind of decent. So it's Ink International Concepts blue ruffle blouse. This was a plus size, beautiful blue color, and it sold for $20. And then there was a Gymshark gray half zip jacket. These had the thumb holes, had a really cool cutout in the back, and it sold for $20. And that was because there was no size tag or fabric tag. So I did my research, I figured out what the name of it was, and then I just measured it accordingly, and the customer said that they were happy. So that's $40 in sales on Mercari, $4 fee because they take 10%, which starting October 1st, it will no longer be like that. And that gives me a total profit of $36 on Mercari. Moving on to Poshmark. Poshmark was fantastic this past week, actually. I'm almost made as much on Poshmark as I do on eBay, which usually does not ever happen. So I had 20 sales on Poshmark. So the first one was a torrid gray cowl neck hoodie. So this had over 20 likes. I think there were 23 likes to be exact, and nobody wanted to buy this thing. I sent out offers after offers after offers, and finally a new person liked it. I sent out an offer for $18, and I believe discounted shipping on that one, and they decided to purchase it, which thank goodness, because I knew it was a great size. It was an extra large. It was really cozy, comfy wear, so it just had to be the right buyer to come along. Next is a new tags, a New Day white camille high vamp ballet flats. These were size 10. This came in a liquidation lot last year, so they've been listed for over a year, and they sold for $12. I think I have one more pair to go of that particular type of shoe. Next is a Gap maternity black raglan cocoon open cardigan. This sold for $11. It was in a mixed item box from ThredUp. It had a lot of pilling on it, so I priced it low, and then I sent an offer to someone for $11, and they accepted. Next was a Cato handkerchief hem asymmetrical skirt. I had a really nice floral paisley print to it, and it sold for $13. Next was a pair of Stuart Weitzman tan perforated tassel loafers. So these had some damage on it, discoloration. They definitely were in worn condition, so I priced them at $25. Someone came along, liked the shoe, so I sent an offer within a few hours of $20 with discounted shipping, and the customer did accept it. Next is a Zenergy by Chico's Rebecca Zebra print sublimation jacket. This was a zip-up jacket. I believe I purchased this from a 5 for $25 sale on Poshmark, so it sold for $15. Next was the beginning of the really good sales. So first was a pair of Converse 1-star patent leather platform low top sneakers. These were actually given to me from a coworker who gave me a whole bunch of clothes of hers that she was just, Marie Kondoing out of her house. I listed these, and they sold within a few days for $30, and they were a size 10, so I think that helped. Next up is the exciting sale. So in my ThredUp shoebox that I got recently, I got a pair of Free People clogs, and they were studded, and come to find out they were called the Cali studded wooden heel clog. They were in excellent condition. The inside of the Free People label was worn a little bit, but everything else was in great condition. They were a size 8. I had a lot of interest in them, and I sent out an offer of $100 with free shipping, so that's $7.11, and someone accepted it. So I got feedback. I got 5 stars. She didn't leave a comment, but I hope that she loves her shoes. They're fantastic. And next was an exciting bundle. So it's very rare for me to get a lot of bundle sales, specifically, 3+ items. But this person bundled a pair of 2 by Vince embroidered eyelet shorts, the new with tags spider green athletic fit ski pants that I did retail arbitrage from Marshalls or TJ Maxx, one of those. A new with tags LuLaRoe Cassie pencil skirt with an Aztec theme to it, and then a new with tags American rag faux fur hook front lined vest. This person was definitely looking to go to the ski slopes, which is awesome. And they bundled all of these items together and they sent me an offer of $125 with no discounted shipping. I instantly accepted, and that is my biggest sale from a bundle that I've ever received. So that was also very exciting. All right, so next is an American Eagle pink sheer ruffle floral top. I thought that this would fly out of my closet, but it's actually been listed for quite some time. It is a size 6 and it sold for full asking price of $18. Next is a Liz Claiborne denim raw hem A-line skirt. This came in a denim thread up rescue box that I did not record because it wasn't a great box, but this was one of the items that I was able to sell and it sold for $15. Next is kind of a random sale out of the blue. So it was a navy blue crochet and lace overlay tiered dress or tunic. This thing had no brand name. It was made in Italy. It had, I forget what the fabric content was, but there was no size tag. So I measured it the best I could. I described it the best I could, and someone came and purchased it outright for $18. So maybe they saw something that I didn't, but I was excited to see it go. Next is a pair of Vince Camuto Dalmy leather espadrille flats. This came in 2 thread up shoe boxes ago, and they sold for $19. Next is kind of a want sale. So it's a new without tags bar 3 ruched sleeve pink blouse. This had some surface marks on it, kind of like it was dropped in the store and it got dirty on the floor, but I didn't want to wash it because it was new without tags. So I listed it as is. Someone sent me an offer for $8, which after fees and everything, I made 16 cents off of it. But that's okay, it's gone. And I knew it wasn't a high ticket item, but this was in a box that I got from somebody on Mercari, and there were a lot of flaws that were not disclosed. So I was happy to just recoup my money, make a tiny bit more, and off it went. And they did only give me 4 stars, but no note, so it's okay. Moving on. Next is a Sahali, and that's Sahale. Color block gray and black ponte dress. So this sold for $19. So I was going through the dresses at my Salvation Army and I felt this, the ponte knit, the thicker knit, and I was like, this feels really good, like good quality. I wasn't familiar with the brand, but I decided to look it up and I gave it a chance. And it sold within a couple of months, so I'm okay with it. I may not pick it up again, but I did like this color blocking of the gray and the black. Next is a Lululemon purple striped scoop neck tank top. This, I have no idea what the style name was. I got this in a lot from Mercari of all athletic wear, and some of the items were damaged. This one thankfully was okay, but it was an older style of Lululemon. So it sold for $18. Next is a Vicorzette Agueda. A Portugal hand-painted dish. So this was like a tiny little saucer. It was hand-painted in a blue, beautiful floral pattern on it, and it sold for $10. And it did have on the back that it was made in Portugal, and then the Vicorzette Agueda is the person's name who painted it. Next is a Chula 100% silk polka dot wide belt. This I picked up from ThreadUp's outlet center. I just thought it was a really fun and whimsical print to it, and the fact that it was silk, it was made in Spain as well. So it sold for $20. Next is a pair of Bear Traps Otella blue embroidered suede loafers. I picked these up a long time ago. They were a little bit dirty around the toe area, which I did disclose. I did try to clean. So they sold for $19. And last but not least is a Lucy drawstring Bermuda length bicycle shorts that did not have padding in it because I got that question a lot. It was quite a small size, a size extra small, so I think that's why it took a little long to sell, but it sold for $15, and that was an offer that someone sent to me. So, of my 20 sales, I made $523 in sales, $108.55 in fees. I did give out a lot of shipping discounts this time, especially that $7.11 free shipping. So total shipping discounts was $19.08, giving me a total profit of $395.37 with an average sales price of $26.15. All right, moving on to eBay. So on eBay, I had 32 sales. So I'm going to go through them a little bit quickly so that we can get through them in a timely fashion. So first up was a pair of delicious Elton black open toe ankle strap sandal heels. There were a lot of things going on with these shoes in terms of keywords. They were a size 8.5. These came out of a thread up shoebox and they sold for $10. All right, next is a Christopher & Banks red leaf plaid hooded zip up vest. Perfect for the upcoming fall. It sold for $13.99. Then there is a set of 4 Nantucket crate of blueberries. That's what was on the little dishes. Shallow dishes, bowls. They were oven safe, really excellent condition. Unfortunately, they only sold for $11.99, but shipping was expensive because they weighed almost 4 pounds to ship out. So it took me probably like a good 45 minutes to pack those up just because I wanted to make sure that they did not break. Thankfully, they weren't going that far. They were going to Rhode Island, which is just a few states over. All right, next is an Easy Spirit Dairy tan leather laser cut espadrille wedges. These sold for $16. Next, this one surprised me. So it's a Free People Boho Dream On embroidered semi-sheer off-the-shoulder blouse. It was a size extra small. It came in a thread-up mixed item box, and it sold for a full asking price of $19.99. But the surprising part of it was that it wasn't listed for very long, and it had quite a few snags in it. I did list all of the flaws, and the customer still purchased it outright, so I hope that they are happy with their purchase. Next is a New with Tags Rancher by Wrangler plaid pearl snap western shirt. This sold for $15. Next is a Madewell shirt. It was short sleeve, floral, and striped on it. It was a size small and it sold for $13. And then we have a Vintage Singer Studios 1989 Philadelphia Oreo coin change purse collectible, part of my mother's Oreo collection. It sold for $7. Next was a New with Tags Maurice's Studio Y gold sequin adjustable strap junior's dress. This was a size 10, perfect for prom or just a dressy dance to go to, although I'm not sure who's doing that currently, but maybe they're hoping for the future. And it sold for $15.75. Next is a Bet and Court Coral A-line skirt or skirt with shorts underneath, athletic type material, was a size extra small, and it sold for $14. Next is a lot of 2 Arizona Jeans Company green and mustard legging jean type of material. So these actually came in a denim rescue box, and I wouldn't classify them as jeans. They are more of a legging pant. But they were the same size. They were a size 3, so I lotted them together, and they sold for $19. Next is a terrible picture. So my fiance was doing the program Huel for a while, and that's Huel. It's all plant-based. It comes in a powder form, and you shake it up in a bottle, and it keeps you full for hours, and it gives you all the nutrients that you need. Well, he did it for a few months, and then you have to get it on like a subscription basis, so you get it once a month. And he didn't end up using this one bag. So I listed it real quick in my kitchen one morning, and it sold within 24 hours, and it sold for $16. It was heavy, so it was expensive to ship, but just goes to show that even crappy pictures in your kitchen can sell things. Next is a St. James for J. Crew striped shirt. This came in one of my ThredUp mixed item boxes and it had some flaws. So I don't know what the previous owner was doing, but there were holes on both armpits, pretty much in the same spot. So maybe it was too tight for them. I'm not sure, but I did disclose that they were flaws. They could easily be fixed, but I wasn't going to do it. And the shirt still sold for $15. So if you have flawed items and you don't want to fix them, just list it and see what happens. The worst thing that it's going to do is it's going to sit there for a few months and then you might have to donate it, but at least you can give somebody else a chance to fix it if they really like this item. So next up was a pair of Ray Dunn Artisan office decor. So these were cute little trinket dishes that you could put on your desk. One said hold and one said keep. This pair here sold for $16. Next was an interesting experiment that I did. So it's a vintage Liz Claiborne upcycled bleach dyed button front skirt. So I received this skirt in a bag of free donations. However, it had a long discoloration band on the side of it, almost like it was sitting in someone's closet and it got sun faded or something. So I listed it as is. I had a lot of interest, but no one wanted to purchase it because of that band. So I was like, let me see what happens when I bleach it. So I bleached it. Unfortunately, I bleached it for a little bit longer than what I wanted to. However, it still turned out pretty cool. And it sold for $18.50. Next is a new with tags Style & Co. Peach Berry textured button-down tie front blouse. This was a size 2X. It came in a liquidation lot that I purchased from bulk. Style & Co. unfortunately doesn't have a great resale value because it doesn't retail for a lot either. So I did accept this offer of $11.99. Next is a new Laura Mercier mini lip gloss set. This came in a ThredUp fun box and it sold for $18. Next is a Guess Ashanti quilted snap up puffer vest with an elastic belt. It was a size extra small, really, really nice condition. And it sold for $18.75. So this next sale was interesting. So it's a Parkhurst bright purple 100% pure virgin wool beret. I had it listed on all three platforms because it's lightweight, so I can list it on all of them. And someone liked it on Mercari. And then the same person, because I have the same username, went onto eBay and purchased the hat for $17. And that was an offer that they sent to me. So I'm wondering, because I think it was actually cheaper on Mercari, but maybe they had eBucks or a coupon or something on eBay that they wanted to purchase it. However, it sold and I was super happy because it was a beautiful, beautiful purple color. All right, next is a pair of Highleat black drawstring athletic pants for men. These were a size medium. And these sold once before, but someone returned them. So I relisted them and they sold for $40. The next two sales are some things that we literally just had lying around our house. So the first is a Herm Sprenger chrome prong training collar. So I don't know what I was thinking when I purchased this. My dog is 18 pounds and his neck is like this big, very small. When I received this collar in the mail, it's this big and it's super, super thick. So I must have just read the inches wrong or something. So we couldn't return it. So I put it up online and it sold for $14.99. And it actually sold in a day or two. And then the next thing also sold in a day or two. So these are new Kong Squeeze action balls. They have the squeaker inside. My one dog really loves this ball. However, we get the small one. They're like this big, but these were this big, so they were for a bigger dog. We never contacted the company to return them, so I just decided to put them up online to try to get our money back, and they sold for $11.75. Then we have a Longaberger Homestead Plaid Trifold portable travel bag or picnic utensil case, which I honestly could not figure out what this was. So I researched it high and low, couldn't find anything. I found the plaid that matched other baskets and things. So that's why I was thinking it was a utensil carrier for picnics. However, I just listed it as is. It was in great condition and it sold for $15. So this next sale I am including in my what sold video. However, please know that it is getting returned because it did not fit, which I kind of figured that that's going to happen, and I'll explain why. So it was a new with tags, Joe's jeans, faded black, provocateur petite fit size 25 jeans. These, I believe, however, were a sample because the pockets were sewn diagonally like this in the back, which could have easily been unsewn, but there was also handwriting on the inside. I don't believe there was a fabric tag. There was something else missing as well. So I listed it as is. I put measurements, etc., size 25. There wasn't really a lot of stretch in the jeans though. So I think that that's one reason why it didn't fit. And also it may not be a true size 25 because it's a sample. So the customer hasn't shipped it back to me just yet, but it did sell for $26.50. When I get it back, I will measure it more and, explain it a little bit better. Next sale is a new with tags. I don't know how to say this. So it's HYV. I can't even spell it either. HYFVE. Hive. I have no idea. It was a blue bell sleeve with ties around the elbows, size large, really pretty denim looking top, and it sold for $16. Next is a lot of Maybelline metallic foil lipstick in color Trident. These sold for $7. Next is a Diane von Furstenberg black Delian peplum waist blouse. I was so excited when I found this in the thrift store. I didn't think that I'd ever be able to find Diane von Furstenberg, but I did. I did have this listed higher, maybe around $50 or $60. The customer and I went back and forth and we settled on $35 and off it went. Next is a Soma black 3/4 sleeve length kimono sleeve cardigan. This was something I purchased from a 5 for $25 sale on Poshmark, and it sold for $16.50. Next is a pair of Lucky Brand navy blue Lindell platform wooden heel strappy sandals size 8.5. So I found these at a rummage sale actually, and they were really nice condition. There was another pair that were brown that weren't in as good as condition, so I only picked up this pair and they sold for $20. Next is another Lucky Brand item. So it's a Lucky Brand Western flannel Dixie shirt. It had pearl snaps, size large, and it sold for $15. And two more sales. So we have a J. Crew Factory black faux vegan leather pleated mini skirt. This I purchased from ThredUp Outlet and it sold for $18.75. Next is a Smart Wool purple merino wool liner, beanie liner. So you would put the liner over your head and then you'd put your knit beanie on top so that you can have full coverage over your head to protect it from the cold. And I think it also moisture wicks all of the sweat from your head as well. So this had a lot of interest on Poshmark specifically. So I bought this from the ThredUp Outlet Center. However, when I received it, there was some staining on the inside of it. I did hand wash it. Some of it came out, but there was still some discoloration. It was on the inside, so made it a little bit better. But someone sent me an offer for $9 on eBay, and I didn't make a ton of money off of this, but that's okay because it came to me damaged and I did not let ThredUp know because I thought I could fix it myself. So lesson learned on that. So it sold for $9 and off it went. All right, so on eBay, I made $532.45 in sales. There were $99.57 in fees, giving me a profit of $432.88 with an average sales price of $16.64. So moving on to my total. So this was very exciting, and I don't know if I've ever done this before. So I made $1,095.45 in total sales on the 3 platforms for the 2 weeks in August. I'm not sure I've ever made over $1,000 in 2 weeks, so that's very exciting for me. So fees were $231.20, giving me a subtotal of $864.25. I am including my cost of goods in this figure, so I had $196.61 in cost of goods. So that gives me a total profit of $667.64 for the weeks of August 16th through August 31st. And my cost of goods per item is $3.64, which is right on par with what I like to see. So I did triple my money this time, which is always the goal of what I want to do. And I am very, very happy with these sales. And I hope that next month in September is just as good. So thank you so much for joining me on this video. If you like what you watch, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I put out these videos every 2 weeks, like I mentioned before, so that you can see what's selling for me on these platforms. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye.